Move around, move around.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dukes, back with another video like I never left. This one's gonna be kind of the same thing that I usually do. It's gonna be another build video, but this one's one that I've been putting a little bit of work into, and I've been trying to find a new build because I got a little bored of some of my old builds, and I feel like this one probably is it's another version of the original build I made in the beginning of the game, but honestly I like how this one looks a lot better, and I think it's gonna play a lot better. So let's get right into the build. Alright, so we're gonna go point guard. The hand don't matter, whatever you want, and the jersey number obviously doesn't matter. I just like to put a small number because it looks better. And then we're gonna go 6'4", 195, and then 6'7" wingspan. And you'll see why we do that once we get into the stats. So I've been getting really used to like the meter dunks recently, and I've been enjoying using the meter. So I put a high driving dunk on this build. I put the wingspan just so when I max it all the way out, it goes to a 94. It gives you good badges. The only badge it really doesn't give you that I would like is you only get bronze posterizer, which is kind of crazy. But once you put the vertical up, it should go up, but I'm not exactly sure how high up it goes. I haven't really looked. And then this will have to go up, and then you're gonna put your mid-range up to 80. The only reason why I do that is because I play fives, and as a fives player, it's good to have mid-range just because it opens up like your playstyle a lot, and especially when you're playing in zone and everything, the middle is always the best place to attack. So having that mid-range just gives you a little like bailout shot you can take. If you gotta shoot one, then you just go shoot the midi, and with an 80 that should be more than enough to green a lot of a midi. Then I put my 3-pointer to an 85, and that's just simply so I can get bronze limitless, just so I can shoot like a little bit deeper, like a step or two behind the line. Nothing crazy, but I mean all these shooting badges that I have in here should be good enough, because with a 94 driving dunk, they're gonna play that dunk every time. So as soon as they leave you open, it should be cheese. It should be cheddar. And then I put my free throw to a 95. I just did that just because I play fives. So, you know, like, obviously if I get fouled or if at the end of the game and somebody got to shoot a free throw, I want the ball in my hands. So with a 95 free throw, most likely on transitions and hanging on the rim and stuff like that, I'm gonna get the free throws, and plus I'm not gonna miss in the clutch. And then my pass accuracy, this is the only thing I don't really like about this build, just because I really like to pass the ball, and I like to pass first before anything. However, I had to make sacrifices to get this build how I wanted it to be, so the pass accuracy is something I would make. But 84 is still good enough. The only reason I put it on 84 is just because like I get silver needle threader, so with silver needle threader it's a lot better than having it on bronze. Everything else stays the same, but I mean, like, I don't know, for me that's just probably the best option. 85 I don't really get anything, so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna just leave it at 84 then. And then the ball handle's gonna go to a 92. The issue here is I wanted it to go to a 95 so I could get Steve Francis, because I feel like Steve Francis on a build with a high driving dunk would be broken. However, that's too much of an investment. So I made the decision that I would just go 92, and instead of Steve Francis, I would focus on what's more important, which is the speed of the ball at a 90, which gives you Kyrie Irving, which is the best dribble style in the game by far. So I mean, I'm a little upset that I didn't get the Steve Francis size up. However, the Kyrie Irving dribble style should be more than enough to make up for that. So I'm not really stressing about it too much. And then we're gonna go 56 perimeter. By the way, this build has no defense. Because, like I said before, I mainly play fives, and I always have defensive builds playing around me, and usually I just sit corner in a zone, which is kind of boring, but that's just what you have to do when you want to make a hyper offensive build. So, and then after that, my block went up to a 30, and then my defensive rebound went up to a 65, and my offensive rebound went up to 26. Okay, and then my speed is at 86, so I can get gold speed booster and hyperdrive. And then my acceleration only went to 73, which doesn't really matter because honestly, acceleration is not that important this year. Everybody said that, and I have builds with high acceleration and builds with low acceleration, and they all feel pretty much about the same. So I didn't really put a big investment into it because it takes a lot of overall to get it up. So I just didn't prioritize it. And then obviously, since you're a guard, you want to put your stamina up to 99, so you don't run out of stamina. You only get gold handles for days since I didn't hit the 95 ball handle, but like I said, 92 is enough. Gold handles for days is enough. Plus, I have unlimited Gatorade boost, so it should be fine. And then, so we can get the. Ooh, I messed something up. Hold up. Trying to see what I messed up. Oh, I see what I messed up. This is supposed to be 74. It went up too high. Then you put this up, and then sometimes making the builds is a little difficult. It doesn't always go according to plan. But I figured out exactly where I messed up at. And then this is how the build should be. The 85, and with the 85 vertical, you also do get gold posterizer, which is perfect. Because that's a big difference from having it any lower than what it is. But 99 Javi Nook is what you need for Hall of Fame, so that's the best it's going to get. But, yeah. I mean, honestly, I really like how this build looks. It's very similar to the first one I made, but there's just a couple changes. And honestly, I am very happy with the changes. So, that's the build. And then you have shades of, let's see, Dame, Tyrese Maxey, and Muhammad Abdul Rauf. And the build is called a shot creating 3-level threat. And then obviously you want to choose your team and everything, but I feel like this build will be really good for the fives, especially with like the high driving dunk and a good enough 3-pointer and a decent midi. It should be perfect to break a defense, and you have a pass accuracy. So if they're really focusing and locking you up, like, so you can't score, you can get the ball to your teammates. And I play with good people, so that's gonna be a mistake if they try and focus on stopping me. So yeah, I mean, I like this build. I don't know how meta will be, but once I upgrade it and start playing with it and max it out and everything, I'm gonna make a little update video, see how it's going. And yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it. So if anybody sees this and they need a build and they want to make this, go ahead and try this build out. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I appreciate everybody that watched. Thank y'all.